What's going on, guys? So today on this awesome Power Rangers review, we're going to take a look at something awesome. The original Legacy Megazord. Now, we have already looked at the black and gold one. If you remember, I'd pop it right up here. Bing. So, you guys saw that was pretty much one of the first Megazords I ever have owned. So this one, it's not mine. It's actually on loan from my buddy Dan. He was here for the, Gundam Nerdcast, and he's going to be on, oddly enough, a Power Rangers Nerdcast coming up very soon after I finish editing it. Which may or may not be out by the time I do this. We'll see. But he brought over all of his Legacy stuff that I hadn't seen before, including this awesome Legacy Megazord as it is. Of course, you got Mighty Morphin Power Rangers logo here, Bandai logo, and a 15 plus logo right up there. Hey, I'm right in the middle of that. You have metallic paints and die-cast parts, all the normal kind of thingy going on here. This is pretty much, if I look at it, pretty much the exact same image that we got on the black and gold version. And of course, you have all the individual Zords all down below, looking very, very nice. Now, if we come to the side, you get Secret of the Power Zords. All this stuff is exactly the same from before. Same thing on the Megazord stats. And actually, if we look at the back, it's pretty much exactly the same as we've seen before. All 5 Zords become Megazord. You got tank mode. You got Megazord, Dragon Zord, Titanus, Ultra Zord, which is awesome. And of course, come over here, you got the story, and you have all 5 Rangers as they stand. Oh, by the way, nice foil, shiny stuff, shiny. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this thing out of here and take a look at it. Alright guys, so here we have all the Power Zords out here and looking pretty awesome in their old school original colors. Now, of course, we have looked at other Megazords before, so this pretty much isn't going to be any different. But, of course, we have, like, the pterodactyl in its proper colors. So we got the nice red going across the chest. You've got the foil sticker here, and all that. And the head is actually painted in white with some nice pink lines going down it. Still has the incredibly stubby wings, which I still think could have been done better. Just extend them and have them fold over each other a little bit more. But I am actually digging the fact it is in its regular color, because really I've been looking at the black and gold for like way too long, realistically. Alright, so we'll look at each Zord individually like this, and then we'll go ahead and get it into battle mode, or battle tank mode, and then regular Megazord mode. So there is the nice little pterodactyl. And guys, if you need to go back and look at the comparisons, we can look at the black and gold versus the Soul of Chogokin, if you really want to go ahead and do that. Now, I do actually really like the Mastodon in its factory colors here. So you got the nice gold foil there with the M, because it's Mastodon. No, it's not. And then you got some nice, is that actually paint? No, it's gotta be stickers. I didn't do a whole lot of paint. I don't know. Can't tell. Somebody let me know what the stripe is. This is obviously going to be a nice sticker there. But I will say, these are holding on a lot better than my black and gold did. So, that's not bad. And of course, you could get repro labels for these if you're feeling a little bit randy. And you do have the classic, nice silver head here. So this is almost a gunmetal. And this is definitely more of a solid, real Bandai silver. I actually do dig that. I actually kind of like the silver over the chrome quite a bit. Although the feet do leave a little bit left. They could have at least painted the feet to match the head. Now, I'll say that much. But, Mastodon was always one of my favorites. Saber Tiger, well, still pretty much one of the more disappointing ones. But, classic colors, looks really good. You got the nice design going right there, which says sit, or whatever it says. And you got the gray legs with the fake wheels molded all in there. You got the silver teeth hanging out. Got some nice red eyes. Actually, I do believe, once again, those are painted. This is a sticker, though, on the head. Although, those might be red stickers on top of black eyes. Kind of hard to tell. But you do get the nice sticker right inside there. I do appreciate that. Still have the die-cast tail, like so. And your Zord Builder port right through there. I'm going to go ahead and put this in leg mode for the time being. So we'll get it ready for battle mode, combining mode. Flip that up like that. I'll do the Mastodon when we get that far. We got the Triceratops, which is still decent looking tank. This mold, yeah, I realize it's a very old mold at this point. I think it's technically been around for like 10, 15 years. Because it's from the 10th anniversary, and then updated to this to include diecast. Compared to the black and gold, which you lose so much of the extra color separation, I do dig this. I like the fact you can see the treads, you can see the feet. Of course, the horns are nice silver. You got the decal right there. Same thing in here. It looks really nice. Though the tail, still a bit of a disappointment for the lack of, well, anything going on there. So, the one thing is, Triceratops has the easiest transformation out of anything. Hey, just, flip the tail up. So, I do like it. I've always been a fan of the Triceratops. I like the tank aspect of it. It's really fun. Let's go ahead and look, of course, at the T-Rex. Real nice and easy, although he has some nice paint details coming down the tail. Got some silver and some black. Foil sticker going on right there with an IG or a 10, not entirely certain. Full-on die-cast thighs. That's not a problem. The bottom of the feet. Once again, this is where they could have kept going with the silver. So, you get some nice painted silver right up here and on top of the head. They should have done it for the legs. You do get the red part right here, which is painted. Just making sure. And you got the Zord Builder points, of course, coming out through the knees. Nice little kind of crooked sticker right there on the crotch. And then up here, this is some nice painted red going around the... What is it? No, that's plastic, not diecast. And then the rear kind of thrusters right there, decked out in some kind of gunmetal color. Now let's go ahead. Look, what are the odds that the tab was mounted in a totally different color? I can't tell if it's painted or if that's an actual little gray tab. So I'm going to fold the tail up, fold the legs back in on themselves, so we get the T-Rex in a nice little sitting mode. Tuck the arms up, tuck the face down. By the way, decent blue painted eyes. Fan of that, of course. Oh, I will say one thing. They painted this, and then, of course, threw a sticker on right there for the flamethrowers, but it's not even close to the same red. You can see a definite difference there. So, let's go ahead and continue to slap the legs on. Now, I gotta ask anybody this. Has anyone accidentally put them on the wrong way? Or swapped the yellow and the blue and been like, that's not right. Why is that not right? Okay. We'll get our Mastodon. Pull out the handle. Slap that in the chest. I will say, compared to the way a lot of other ones do, that's so simple, I actually dig it. Alright, Mastodon cannon arms. Tank arm cannon arms. Flip these out. That last little click there bothers me a little bit. I like it to be nice and sturdy, but it's borderline scary. So slap that on the back, just like you do. Clip on the arms. Flip the tail up. That was like very abrupt. It's like flap! Now, a lot of people have told me that this actually does clip here. I guess, technically speaking, it goes between the feet, like that. Is that what y'all meant? Because that's a little bit kind of low. Let me look. Hold on. Let me look at the box. The thing I always forget. This is supposed to be tilted forward. So that would actually look correct this way. Okay. That makes a lot more sense. See, I always tend to forget to flip it up. So that would be why it looked a little bit funky. Now, I do have the cannons for the feet, arm, hands. Feet, arm, hand cannons. Like so. And of course, there you have Megazord in tank mode. Not bad. Definitely classic flair to it. I can live with it realistically. Now, of course, for a quick comparison, here is the black and gold version that we've already looked at from my collection here. I will say this one's a heck of a lot easier to film. It shows up on camera a lot better. And really, I forgot who it was who actually told me how the pterodactyl connects there. Thank you, because honestly I felt kind of stupid that that didn't function right. But then again, I was mistransforming it in tank mode, so it doesn't matter. You guys can see the obvious color differences. Same exact mold, but, you know, black and gold special edition. Yay for that, right? Right. So let's get this guy out of here. And of course, no review would be complete without bringing in the king daddy of them all, the Soul of Chogokin. So obviously, much heftier, much bigger, way more die cast, and way better details. I mean, it's an unfair comparison. I will say, one thing I don't think I touched on when I did this review before, the head always seems a little bit small on the Soul of Chogokin, the T-Rex head. This one seems a little bit bigger. This one's more accurate to the actual show model. This one is like just a little bit bigger size-wise, and I kind of dig it. Not gonna lie. But these two, of course, look really great next to each other, but it's an absolutely unfair competition, because this is anything and everything the Megazord could be, and this is here. But hey, this is significantly more affordable if you can find it. This is obviously stupid expensive. So let's go ahead and get this guy into Megazord proper mode. Alright, so once you've initiated your Megazord mode, you flip the fist, pterodactyl takes off, and you start standing up on your own. Oh, those ratchet joints are stiff. Like, really stiff. Ugh, and I didn't fold the feet up before I did that. Sorry about that. Sorry, Megazord, didn't mean to do that. Okay, that was pegged in there really well. Okay, he's a little bit wonky. There we go. There's that last click I needed. Alright, so we need to raise up a little bit here. He does get a little bit tall, as Megazords tend to do. Gotta scooch everything over a little bit. Bring the arms down like you do. Shoulders up like you do. Chest opens. And then you fold down the face. And remember that face doesn't fold down exactly right, so you gotta tilt the head up a little bit. And then tuck it away nicely, like so. Here comes your pterodactyl. I forgot to, there we go. And the wings. Tabs, slots, like so. And then something we totally can't see, the ears flip out. It's significantly tall. Hey, what are you doing down there? Alright, so there we go. We got him in Megazord mode. Now I gotta go ahead and put the cannons on the back. Yay for that. And scooch it back here so we can see what's going on. I've had a slight forward tilt. There we go. Now, of course, you have your mammoth shield, because mastodons stop existing when you take their heads off. You just plug that in, as usual, and give it the stick it forward treatment. Now I do, of course, get the power sword. Looking exactly the same as we've seen before, but not quite screen accurate. And it goes into the hand, like so. So I think one thing they were doing when they made this, and other people can probably confirm, they were going for more what the toy had. They wanted a little bit of screen accuracy, but they also were going for remaking the original toy from the 90s. So that's why a lot of the details look the way they do, but of course you do get the die cast and all that stuff. So all the normal Megazord points. Yay for arms that move, legs that don't really move. You could turn that a little bit. You could kind of move it at the hip. Once again, that's a very, very strong ratchet that's happening right there. So that's pretty awesome. I need to get something to raise the box up here. Hold on. Okay, that's a little bit better. Alright, so let's do some quick comparisons. So here is the black and gold edition, which I'm not gonna lie, I do like the way the black and gold edition does look. But the classic is, well, it's classic, but exactly the same mold as before, so nothing going on, nothing new going there. But, you know, this one's kind of your preference. Which do you want? Do you want the black and gold edition or the regular? I think I like the silver die-cast parts better on this than I like the gold die-cast parts on this. And the screen accuracy, very nice. Now, would I love to have a painted version to go with the modern Legacy line? Of course. That'd be phenomenal. In fact, it would be more phenomenal. Puns. So let's get this guy out of here. And, of course, we got to bring in the big boy, the Soul of Chogokin. Now, as you can see, when we saw the comparison before, the chest on this guy is a little bit higher, but in the legs are around about the same thing. So, you know, in some aspects, you lose a little bit of, you know, height and stuff like that. But all other aspects, this is going to be superior. But you know what's funny? There's things that I prefer about the design of this guy. And it's minor things, like how this connects. You just have a couple simple pegs right here, and actually this pterodactyl stays on really well. This one, I have a problem with it coming unclipped from the bottom or swinging up on those, because the clips have a little hinge to them. That actually annoys me a little bit. Now, the painted, like yellow parts versus the gold chromey parts on here, I do actually prefer. So I wish they had gone with that instead. Maybe there's a repro label set that can fix that. Get rid of the chrome and add, you know, non-chromey stickers. I know it sounds ridiculous, but, you know, in some cases, that's what I would prefer. So, obviously, massively more expensive and a much better Megazord, but this is actually a decent option. Now, versus the black and gold version, I would probably choose classic, realistically, given the choice. Black and gold is neat, but this is, you know, more what we know. It is what's good, is what we grew up on. Now we do have something else to look at. So pretty much the only other Megazord I have, the Ninja Mega Falcon Zord, which this is better only because it's more modern. If they did a newer version of this that works better in the new Legacy line, that would be awesome. Because this was the beginning of the Legacy line. They didn't know where they were going with it just yet. So it is what it is. So this guy's awesome. And of course, you get all the same colors you like, but better in general. And the die-cast makes more sense in this one than it does in this one. And because we have it on hand, the old school awesome green Dragon Zord. So yeah, that's awesome. So now we have, of course, the two Legacy main Ranger Zords. And yes, guys, I'm gonna do the combinations, but I'm not gonna do them this time. This video is already long enough, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a whole separate video just doing the combinations for this. So make sure you look for the link at the end of this video, or maybe I'll put it right up here, and we'll do the Mega Dragon Zord and we'll do the Dragon Zord battle mode. So that's going to be it for this review, guys, of this awesome Legacy Megazord. Thanks, Dan, for letting me borrow this and all the other Power Ranger stuff you left over here. I'm getting through it as fast as I can. I'll get it back to you as soon as I can, buddy. So, I'd like to thank my patrons, as always. Andy, John, you guys are great. By the time this has come out, we may or may not have done the 1,000 giveaway. If not, make sure you go ahead and check that out. I'll be doing an awesome giveaway at 1,000 subs, guys. But make sure you check out the rest of the Power Rangers Legacy videos that I've got going on. And I'll catch you guys on the next review. And remember, as always, keep on nerding.